All right, guys.
Okay.
Let's start.
I was just so excited to start. You know.
Okay.
Okay.
Cantaloupe. So, all right. Okay. Are we good? Oh my God.
It's the way you said it. Cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe. Are we playing Uno 2 or no?
We
If you want.
can.
Well, I'm
I
in my
mean,
I'm in I'm in my games.
but then you're
So,
gonna have to. Then you're gonna have to split your attention between deck
so
productions
okay,
and
yeah,
Uno.
yeah. This for our first episode, or for our fourth episode, for our actual real episode. I think we should have our full attention.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. So we're good now. Okay. All right. I'm gonna be Freddy for my Carly. And 5, 4,
Wait,
3. Wait.
can you start it like W2S starts his YouTube videos?
How is
What is up, boys and girls? No, I'm kidding.
I'm with.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2. Top of the morning to you. My name is Jack something.
Oh nah.
Ooh no! Shut up. Okay. This
No,
is
I wasn't mean to
5,
you.
4, 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, this is our fourth episode of DAC Productions. I'm Devin. We have Antonio. Say hi.
Hello.
We have Kaz. Say hi.
Hi.
So for our fourth episode of DAC Production Season 2, we're gonna talk about beverages. Woo! Yeah, woo, yeah, yeah. So our first fun fact about beverages is that Coca-Cola was sued by Consumer Protection Agency for their health claims. Now, isn't that crazy?
Wow, that is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think Coca-Cola is my favorite soda personally, or one of my
Really?
favorite sodas. How about you, Antonio?
Actually, I have a question for you.
What
What
was
about Coca-Cola draws your attention over, some, say, Pepsi
I
or
think
Dr. Pepper?
my favorite color is red.
Hmm.
But
That's
what
a
about
good.
Dr. Pepper? Dr. Pepper's also red.
I tried it before. It wasn't that nice. I don't like cherry in soda.
Understandable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Understandable.
I'm more about
Mm.
just the red. How about you, Cass?
I don't drink soda, but when I did, I really liked Sprite.
Oh, I can't go wrong with
That
Sprite.
was
Sprite's kind
years
of a
ago,
vibe.
though.
Yeah, Sprite's
Sprite's
red.
kind of a
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So for our
You know,
oh
that McDonald's Sprite just kind of hits
oh
different.
of course
Oh
of course of
yeah,
course of course of course. So for our
100%.
next fun fact of the day is for Dr. Pepper sued Coca-Cola for making a similar beverage and naming it Peppo. And then Coca-Cola renamed it to Dr. Pibb, and then it was sued again, and then it settled on Mr. Pibb. So that's crazy thing about how Dr. Pepper actually sued Coca-Cola, because you would think that Coca-Cola is bigger than Dr. Pepper,
Yeah,
but
Well, it's more about which came first, you know. That's
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
the.
it's true. Yeah,
yeah.
that's actually so funny to me with the names, though.
Because
I
Dr.
don't know.
Pepper
It's
was
just
originally created in the 1880s by a pharmacist named Charles Alderson. Sorry for if I butchered that, but yeah, it's
yeah.
crazy.
Okay, so how'd they get the name Dr. Pepper
You know,
from that name? You know what I like? Because usually they name stuff after themselves.
You know what I find pretty crazy? It is kind of suspicious that Coca-Cola came out only 1 year after Dr. Pepper.
whoa, now that is a
Hmm.
conspiracy.
Yeah, Dr. Pepper
Like it is a
1885,
conspiracy.
Coca-Cola 1886. Makes you
Whoa,
think, doesn't it?
Interesting.
but yeah, that's crazy.
Hmm.
Wow.
And like I remember, and if you look on like, it's crazy thing about how the state that made Dr. Pepper is Texas. Like
Really?
I wouldn't think Dr. Pepper would be named like be made in Texas, but here we are. And Dr. Pepper was first nationally marketed in the United States in 1904. So that's also weird how like it was created in the 1880s and it had to wait until the 1900s. That's a 20 years gap. That's a long
Maybe it's
time. I'm not
controversial.
even 20 years old, you know? That's like the crazy thing about.
Yeah, we're
That's
not
a long
20
time.
yet.
Could have just been controversial. Who knows?
Maybe. But again, I'm not a fan of Dr. Pepper. Um, but anything you guys want to add on?
Um, I I'm just thinking about like, which one's more popular, like Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper. And if Dr. Pepper was really like getting really popular, I mean, I'm not gonna mention the ingredient, but there obviously was an ingredient in Coca-Cola. I don't know if it was just Coca-Cola, but
I
I
mean,
know
maybe
that
that's
one
what
at
brought it to
least
fame.
that like made it super addictive.
Yeah,
So like that's definitely what like helped them to shoot up like past Dr. Pepper, you know?
Shoot up.
um, um,
I didn't mean this. No,
um,
I actually did not.
I don't know. I'm sorry I'm sorry, Antonio. It's just he has the giggles today. He just has the giggles. Well, anyways, to move on. Did you know that? Okay. Did you know that some Catholics urged Pope Clement the Seventh to ban coffee, calling it the devil's beverage? And when the Pope tasted it, that he didn't want to ban the beverage because it was so delicious, quote unquote.
Mm.
So,
Wait, why were they banning it? Because of
well,
like
they
caffeine?
yeah, maybe.
That would make sense. But yet we still have it today. Everybody drinks it today, no matter where you are.
What does everybody drink, guys?
Coffee.
There it is. Coffee.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, hey, it can be nice. I personally just don't drink it all that much.
I'm not a big coffee drinker either myself.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of bland with what I drink anyways, but yeah.
Water.
Yeah, I just drink water.
Understandable. That health, you know.
Pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyways,
any more facts? Debbie Wevy.
anyways, since to go back to Sprite, because my Sprite is probably my favorite soda, along with Coca-Cola. I know I said that before, but I can't also ignore Sprite. That out of all the Sprites in the world, Sprite is one of the healthiest sodas available because of it's 146 calories, and I think it has to do with like the lemon lime type beat. That as to why it's so healthier, at least, but also because of the lowest amounts of sodium and carbohydrates. So if you want to drink soda, like a healthy soda or the healthiest of sodas, Sprite is the way to go. Shout out to Sprite. You know?
Shout out to Sprite, folks. I mean, yeah.
I mean, like, how do you, like, that's pretty cool to think about.
Yeah, no.
And
I'm a fan. Tastes good too. Well,
even though like it is a part of PepsiCo, and I'm not a fan. I'm not the biggest fan of Pepsi, but Sprite also debuted in 1999. So that's the crazy thing. How like you can make an argument that Sprite is one of the most popular sodas in all the world, and it only debuted in 1999, which is how many years old? Can we get a? It's 24 years. That's kind of
fact check.
yeah, 24 years old. It's crazy to think about.
It's crazy. It's almost like Pepsi owns like half the companies in the world.
Yeah, but hey, that's the way of the world.
Not me drinking Pepsi right now.
You drink Pepsi right now? Hey, you get like a little sponsor. Oh,
yeah, you want to hear it?
Yeah, sure.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, I did. Oh god. Oh.
Oh boy.
Continue with what you were saying.
Anyways, so to switch from Sprite to another beverage, which I don't like this one personally, but I know others love this one. It's about coffee. What is it about, Cass? Can you say coffee?
Coffee.
Did you know coffee beans are actually fruits?
Fruits?
Yeah. Yeah, I know, yeah.
I don't believe it. Fact check, put me in the office.
Little like picture of Antonio's face in the office of the chair.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, coffee is fruits. Oh, coffee beans, not like
Mm-hmm. So would that
Coffee
make
beans
coffee
are
a fruit?
actually not fruit. The fruit part of the plant is long gone by the time you're looking at the roasted coffee bean.
So then,
It's sort of like tossing out the fleshy part of the peach and eating only the pit. But in this case, the pit is the only tasty part of the fruit. So technically, it was once part of a fruit. So you're not completely wrong.
so I mean, hey,
It's just the center of the fruit.
agree to disagree. But
Yeah,
also, another fact about coffee is that bees love coffee.
Oh,
Bees are the main pollinators of coffee plants. Um, Caffeine makes bees more alert, and caffeinated beans are way more efficient at gathering pollen and transporting it back to their hive. So you know
Did
what?
you say caffeinated bees or caffeinated beans?
Caffeinated bees. So think about it, think about it. Barry B. Benson could be like, man, I'm not efficient right now. Let me drink some coffee, and then bam.
All right, but imagine
I guess so.
Mr. Bean after drinking like 3 gallons of coffee. I guess you could call him a jumping bean.
Yup. Coffee can be good in that sense of like, it gives you more adrenaline. It's a stimulant, so like at like more energy, quote unquote.
You know what else is a
But
stimulant?
what?
That secret ingredient we were talking about before.
Okay,
You're
anyways,
so right.
apparently some studies show that people who drink coffee are less likely to develop depression or Alzheimer's disease. You know?
You know why for depression?
Why?
Because it raises your adrenaline. It raises everything in the HPA, which affects your limbic system. So with depression, you're most likely to be down, obviously, like stereotypically. But the coffee, because it's a stimulant, is going to bring you up.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the psych major. Can we get a round of
Yeah,
applause?
if you don't know, yeah, I think you should. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well done.
yeah, that was great.
Thank you for the insight.
You're so welcome.
But
Well, Debbie Webby, would you like to carry us over into the next section?
The next
Continue,
section.
Debbie Webby.
I'm alright. Okay, I'm trying, man.
No, I'm encouraging you.
Are you?
I wasn't saying
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
of
it
course,
was.
of course.
Are you?
Only positive vibes here. Only
That's right,
positive
because
vibes.
here at DAC Productions, we're all about positive vibes.
Aside from the passive aggressive tone under everything we say, please just ignore that, everybody.
Yeah, it's just So, switch from coffee or caffeine to another beverage, which I think we should cover like all the main beverages we have. We covered Sprite, we covered Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, and we covered coffee, which is pretty, probably popular of all of them. And now we should go back to, one of the owners of it all, Pepsi. So, did you know that at World War One could have been the end of the company? Now, how do you like what? That's crazy. But the price of sugar increased significantly during the war, and
kind of makes sense to me. I don't know why, but it just does.
What?
That's cutting out for me too.
It kind of makes sense, like in a way. I guess.
The guy, I guess
like,
the
I feel
guy.
like in war, everything would be more expensive.
Well,
Yeah, there's less people to make it. What's going on?
one of the
Yeah.
creators of Pepsi had to file for bankruptcy.
Wow.
And then the company was purchased 8 years later by what is called the Loft Kidney Company. So think about it. Well, we would never have, Antonio, you would never be drinking Pepsi right now. You would never know the taste of Pepsi or many other drinks like Sprite. That's
That would be tragic. Not about the Pepsi, but about the Sprite.
another fun
You know
fact.
what?
What?
I would actually like to carry this over into another section.
Oh,
We want to go over all the main beverages here, right?
yeah.
Why don't we take a stab at water?
Oh,
I agree.
I guess why not?
What are the thoughts on water? The general consensus here.
It's my favorite drink. It's my main drink.
Well,
And what is your reason for that?
oh,
My reason? Um, well, I'm just very used to it. It's just like the only thing I really can drink without feeling icky. Because whenever I drink anything like super sugary, I just feel kind of like off. And sometimes I could get a little like, not sick, but I'm just gonna feel off. And I don't really like a lot of stuff like drink wise. I can be very picky. And I used to drink soda and stuff, but I cut that out years ago because I wanted to see how long I could go without it because it's super sugary. And until one day I forgot I was even doing it, and then I just kind of didn't even feel the need to drink it anymore. So, main thing I drink is water, among like a few other things, but yeah.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The downside of beverages like soda. The sugar really gets to you sometimes. It can get to your mood. It can change how you're feeling about yourself. It's not always good for you. Water is always the best option. Don't forget.
Mm.
Well, Debbie Webby, you?
um, did you know that there's the same amount of water on Earth as there was when the Earth was formed? The water from your faucet could contain molecules that dinosaurs drink. So that's crazy. That's crazy to think about. That
Oh yeah,
be shared.
I remember
Can,
like teachers would always
can,
say like,
can you?
oh yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we still have water
yeah,
from like the dinosaurs and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
How's it make you feel, Antonio?
So what you're telling me is the water that I'm drinking could have went through a dinosaur?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo,
That's a possibility.
That's kind of nasty.
Why is it nasty? I think it's beautiful how
Mm.
it all
But
comes full
back
circle.
to one of our
Oh.
previous episodes, precipitation.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Back to one of our
Mm.
previous episodes.
Yep.
Nature's filter for water.
Yep.
It evaporates, leaves all that bad stuff behind, goes into the
Mhm.
sky, comes back down as fresh water. And there you have it, nature's filter. So that's why I'm not too upset about it, It may have been dirty at one point, but it ain't anymore.
Antonio, when you actually speak in the podcast, you give off like Bob Ross energy.
Welcome. Well, that's when I have things to say. That's the problem, coming up with the things
yeah.
to say,
Right. Yeah, it gets difficult. But you know what though? Debbie Webby really carries.
Debbie Webby carrying the group.
Okay, that's it.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, we're
Fun.
at the 18-minute mark. I feel like
Oh.
20-minute episodes are pretty good, or for the
Yeah, it's pretty
yeah.
fair.
20 minutes
Around
being
there,
to 10-minute episodes, with the right editing.
Mhm.
Church.
Is there any closing statements about what was said about today?
I think we covered a good amount.
As
Right?
Ronaldo said that one time
Oh my god.
at that event,
Oh my god.
when he pushed away the Coke to the
Oh
side
my god.
and held up his glass.
Oh my god.
Water. That is all.
I
Okay.
think Antonio said it all right there.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to our 4th episode, Beverages on DAC Productions. I'm Devin. This is Antonio and Cass. We are DAC Productions. Do you know what our next topic will be for next week, or is it a surprise?
I picked this one, so I think it'd be fair for Antonio to pick the next one.
Sorry, what am I picking?
The
The
facts.
next topic for for next time.
The next topic.
Yep.
Hold on. The movie Shrek and how it changed pop culture.
Okay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it there first. we should be talking about Shrek our next episode and how it changed pop culture for our next installment of DAX Productions. As I said before, my name is Devin. We have Antonio and Cass. Thank you for joining us today. If you're listening for the first time, we hope you can stop by again. If you're listening for the second time, I hope you come by again. And thank you for coming for the second time. Anyways, thank you guys for listening so much. And, drink your water. Yeah. Woo, yeah, yeah. Woo, yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo, yeah, yeah. Woo.